to tear it down. I know that's your style. Would you do me a favor? Can't you let her just stay a while? She's got miles and miles to go.
Welcome to Original Minds, an Intrizio podcast. I'm Ben Lowe,
This is Rocket.
I'm Big B.
and we're here today to talk about the real ingredients of a quality song. Not every popular song is good, and not every good song is popular.
Facts.
So what actually makes a song good in your terms of good quality, of good anything? What does good mean to you?
A good song to me, a good song to me is a beat. The beat is everything.
You think the beat does it for you?
Yes,
It's not the
bro.
lyrics?
No, like the beat is everything. The beat is the start of it. The beat is like the start of the song. Like when you go brainstorming, you remember when we used to brainstorm in school?
Yeah.
Like if you ain't got that beat, you can't brainstorm.
You think that's like the basis of the song? Though?
Yeah.
I think some songs, like, the lyrics kind of matter. They mean a little bit more. Like, but
True.
that if it hits different for certain people, you know what I'm saying?
So that's more important to you?
Yeah,
Is
having the beat.
than anything? You
Having
could put
the beat-
trash lyrics on a
No,
good beat.
no,
It's
no,
gonna be a
no,
good
no.
song.
It could.
No, I
It
mean,
could, though.
I
There's
mean,
some songs
I
that
mean,
got
we see it.
trash lyrics.
I mean, like, come on, gang, we see it though. Like when
Yeah.
people have a good beat and they throw on some trash lyrics, they make it sound good.
In the same way, there's people like Juice, right? He had like great lyrics he could put on any beat
On it,
or
yeah.
in different songs.
Yeah.
Like there are. It
There's
depends.
It depends on who the person is, who the artist is.
Yeah.
For me, I say like you gotta have a combination of both.
The beat first, though, you would say
Yeah.
it matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
you
that.
like house music, I bet.
I do like house music.
House music?
I was funny enough because we were trying to make house music yesterday, and Andrea showed us this horrible lyrically song, but like the beat was fire and there was a lot of reverb and stuff on it,
And
and
it
so the
sounded-
song was pretty
It
good.
sounded good.
But
Yeah.
without that,
It wouldn't have done
if
it
you would
for
have put those lyrics on
On anything
any other
else?
thing,
It wouldn't
and if
make
you're not
sense.
on some type of under the influence of something,
Yeah.
that song's not going to be good. But
That is not
that just
going.
reminded me of that because like a lot of house music, they only have like 3 or 4 words in their song,
That's
and
true.
it's
Some songs barely-
heavily carried by that instrumental.
Yeah.
Not to say that lyrics don't matter. Lyrics do matter. I'm saying the
But
right
the-
lyrics matter, but the beat is like you need it, bro. You need it. You need a good beat to start off everything because like let's say the beat like that you get, right? It's
Right.
not sounding like how it's supposed to sound. The instruments are off. It's not mixed well. You theoretically won't be able to create a song because
It won't go
it
together.
won't go together.
Right.
And
it
the
won't-
lyrics
the
that you
mixture won't
have
go well.
won't go together because you're not listening for that beat drop, the cadence of the beat, how the beat is sound. Like you're not like you have to listen for that, and if the beat's not correct, it won't work.
Do you think like, oh, you got to make sure like the kick or like this, like a snare, like
Yes.
is it something like
Yes,
specific like that, or is it
placement.
just like the beat?
Placement-
cue?
placement matters.
Placement. Okay.
Placement matters in a beat. If things are out of place, how it won't sound good. It won't.
So Big B, in your eyes, the beat makes a good song. Now, Damon, you mentioned lyrics. What does good mean lyrically? How do you know you're listening to bad lyrics? Put it like that.
That's a good question. Because I think there can still be good lyrics but be put together with the wrong song. Like there's a lot of artists that like they might make a certain type of music and they try and go with somebody else and like their lyrics are good. It's just like for that type of song, I think it's a mood thing.
Right.
Like if you're going for like a upbeat, happy feel, you want to
Right.
have the right like it'll have the right cadence. Like you want it to hit on the right like notes, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like certain types of music changes the quality of lyrics you kind of need. Like pop music or music that is heavily relied on effects. You can do more, and that's not necessarily that they're bad, but maybe simple lyrics you've heard before,
Less
but because they're
complex,
said in a
yeah.
different way and they're said the way the person uses their voice as an instrument to say it, you can make a simple word sound good.
Right.
True.
There's a lot of songs. I can't think of any at the top of my head, but yeah, like some
true.
songs, it's if you look at the lyrics on paper,
Yeah.
very simple. But then when you hear it, it's like, well, that sounds so
sounds so
good. It's
good.
very pleasant to the ears, and so that surprised me. I think at one point when I started to look back at songs that I thought were really good in my eyes, and then I go here and I'm like,
Start
he's
to
saying the
analyze
same
them a
thing
little
over
bit.
and over
Yeah.
again, and he's rhyming game with name, but the way he says it is
It makes sense.
Awesome.
Though. Yeah, it makes
Dr.
sense.
Seuss music sells sometimes.
like hyper pop music was something I was listening to, and a lot of their stuff is very simplistic on their lyrics.
Even
and it's
like
all
plug and
about-
bees. Plug and bees the same
I
thing.
think
Yeah.
those are like Is it like storytelling versus like, is it vibe based lyrics? I think that's kind of
Yeah.
where you want to.
Honestly, I think with Plug and B and Hyperpop,
Mm-hmm.
it's vibe based. But like you can't tell
I
a
never
story.
thought of it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You can
Like,
tell a story, but like for the most part, it's vibe. You trying to get a vibe out of it.
When I try to make my lyrics, I try to paint a picture. That's the
Right.
biggest thing I try to do. But sometimes it is vibe based. I mean, that's a good way to put it, of just feeling the moment
Right.
and just saying on whatever. But
How you
and
feeling.
still that same way, a lot of those people are painting a scene. They're creating
True.
a scene.
Right.
They're creating a picture. Yeah.
You could compare it with like J. Cole versus like Yeet. Those are
Yeah.
both two good artists, but in their own lanes.
Yeah, they can
do it.
create a pitch. They can create a story,
Right.
but in a different way. That's a good. That's a good.
You know what I
comparison.
mean?
Dang.
Like Yeet, he might not be saying as much as J. Cole because J. Cole is barring out.
True.
But he's evoking
making
that
you
emotion
feel.
in you. It's
making
bringing
you feel,
something
yeah.
exactly. It's bringing something out of you. Like you know, you go to a Yeet concert, you're gonna be feeling some type of way
Yeah.
at the concert. It's gonna be making you feel like very good.
But Yeet also is because his voice is almost part of his production.
True.
That's very true.
His Yeet,
That
his,
is-
his
his
voice
voice
is part of
is-
the beat. Like
his
he's
voice is
creating
part
that
of-
scene
yeah.
and that atmosphere for you to be able to say what he says.
And
'Cause he's got layers on layers.
J. Cole's really like
Melodic,
melodic. He's like informing you,
lyricist,
almost
like,
informing you,
Yeah,
But he's-
putting you on.
And he's really good at saying something in a completely different way. That's like
complex.
a very
Yeah.
simple thing, but he says it in a very complex, way.
Yeah, that is true.
He doesn't just say,
The
"I walked
wordplay.
his dog." He's like,
Yeah.
"I pulled out the 9-inch leash. I put
Yeah.
it, snatched
Yeah,
it on
he's-
a blue collared, whatever." He puts descriptive words into it, a gold collar.
To show you what he's talking about, and then go into whatever else he's talking
It
about.
might revert back
yeah.
into it later.
Might
and
come
spin
back
it.
to it and be like, you know what?
I know
This
what
is
you mean.
yeah.
I think that's interesting.
Good lyrics, once again, subjective and how you use them. For me, I love when I'm able to paint the picture in my head. When I'm able to paint a picture in my head from what someone's saying, to me, that makes it good.
Yeah.
I think for bad quality, really is just when it doesn't feel authentic and when I feel like you didn't really try in your writing process and maybe you could have said something differently. And it's also, unfortunately, now because so much music is made, bad quality is also just saying the same things that somebody else has said. And something that was good maybe 10 years ago, but now you've heard it been said
Heard it
100
so
times.
much.
It's
Yeah.
no longer good. That's the sad part, is that so many people are creating the same things and saying the same things, and they're not being original with the way they're portraying it.
There's a video of Lil Wayne. Somebody was interviewing Lil Wayne, and they asked him a lyric from his song. He didn't even
He didn't even
remember
he said
saying
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like, because he's made so many songs. There's so many lyrics.
But
Like,
now that
there's-
he said all that, like people that's coming up like us, you're like, damn, he already said it. Like you can't say it. Like he already said it.
yeah,
But like you could try to find it, say it in a different way, but it still sounds like you're either trying to copy that person or you're like, yo, he already said that. Why you saying it? Type of thing. You know?
that's
like,
true. I
what
think
I-
you gotta spin it like your own way. That's all it is.
I think,
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Lil Wayne,
It's my goal.
he says things with confidence, so he can literally say whatever he wants, and it's
Whatever
going to
he
sound
wants.
good.
Whatever
Because he believes in
wants.
what he wants. That's a big thing, is being able to say and believe what you say, and I think that can be heard, especially
True.
through a listener.
That
And
speaks volumes.
one
It
thing
does.
I've tried to coach myself on, or Big B, when we first started recording, is we would think that we're saying it like we mean it, but we're not really saying it like we believe what we're saying. Having that confidence whenever, whatever it is you're saying, you can say something very simple and plain, but if you say it with your whole soul and heart, it's
Right.
going to get through and people are going to feel it.
That's just being authentic in your music.
True.
That's the first step to making music, though. It can't be like a
Can't portray something you're
right.
not.
Exactly. It can't be a portrayal
You
of
gotta
something
come from a place where it's like real.
from your heart. Before you can try and evoke emotion onto somebody else, it's got to move you
Yeah.
first. Does that make sense?
It's got to be something you want to talk about.
Exactly.
And it's not a matter if people want to hear. You got to be able to willing and like to talk about something that's like either detrimental to your past or something that's hurting you right now, or
vulnerability.
trying to move forward. It really depends like
Yeah.
on how you're feeling and
How-
what you're trying to invoke on that song.
Well, how do you know when someone's being authentic?
That's
We were kind of just talking about it a little bit just a few minutes ago before we started this, on artists nowadays and being called out for the fact that they're not authentic to the stuff that they're saying. So how do you know, and how do you know when someone's not? And do you lose respect for an artist when you figure out that maybe what they said wasn't the truth?
How you feel about that?
I wouldn't say I lose respect, but I feel like
Good topic.
people need to be them true selves. Like
Yeah.
I struggle with that early. Talk about things that I didn't have necessarily at the time,
Right.
and that's not gonna woo the audience and say, hey, I should listen to his music because he's talking about things that he's not doing.
Right.
And like, if somebody was to come up to me and be like, "Yo, you pushing this," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." Well, that's what it says in your music, and I'm like, "Damn!" Like,
You gotta move how you like push.
how
your
you moving
image.
in real life?
Yeah,
You feel
I
me?
get that.
I can't move like I'm doing everything under the sun, and I'm not doing everything under the sun. You feel me? I'm trying to be the person I am. I'm not trying to be
Right.
like
He said,
these
"I'm
other
a good
guys.
man."
These other
But-
guys.
And counteract to that, what if you do that as that's you envisioning? That's you, what's the word? Manifesting. Some people do it as a form of manifestation, and they
True.
believe what they are before they are, and then that's how they use it to become.
An example of that, Lil Tecca was young when he blew up. He wasn't really popping like that, but he's still rapping. Is it cat rap? Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm
But guess
still gonna
what?
bring up Lil
he
Tecca
got,
too,
he
'cause-
got it now. He getting to the money.
I say there's different
Lil
situations.
Tecca
for
called himself
everything,
out though too. That was the funniest part. Is
And
he would
he's-
straight up
he
tell
was
you,
honest.
"I'm lying."
I think that's what made.
I ain't
me
never
like
been
him
to
more.
Paris. I ain't never been
But that's
driving
the
a Rari in
authenticity.
Paris.
That's the he knows.
Yeah.
He knows what he's not doing.
I think telling like,
Like
being
if you
truthful
can
about it
if you
is
can say like,
the
yeah, I
first
just like
part.
rapping about it.
right.
Like, no, I don't do that. I just like rapping about it. Okay, then
That's
everybody
different.
can get how they think of you. You feel me? They can get
Right.
the think piece of how they think of you.
Just being honest.
You have to
about-
be honest with things. Honestly, it's just like if you're gonna hide it, somebody's gonna find out about it, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, you're not the same person who you say you are."
I had a question for y'all. What do y'all think matters more to y'all in like songs that y'all listen to, like cultural relevance or like personal like relatability, like how it matters to just affecting you, or like just how it affects like say where your background's from? Does that make sense?
I would say
in the same
personal.
sense that like I might branch out into other genres that other people in our family probably wouldn't even think about
Yeah.
listening. You know what I'm saying? Like how does that?
I find what connects with me personally more often than not.
Okay.
Same
I
here.
think, but I think 9 times out of 10, a lot of the music that we end up liking is the stuff that we grew up with, the stuff
Right,
that we were
yeah.
introduced
Basis
to
of what you're
culturally,
hearing.
usually. And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that is
True.
culturally. But that could be different things. I know, y'all's culture as African Americans, there's a
Yeah.
lot behind that. But
Yeah.
me as just an American, it could also just be like where I grew up culture, or the fact that I
Yeah.
grew up in Texas that has a heavy impact on the music we listen to. My dad listens to country, but he's also from a Mexican family, so he also likes. I'm not gonna lie, never mind. He doesn't even like Mexican music. there's different, I guess, just different types of music that you like based on 100 different things. But for me, it's always just what I connect with personally, what means the most to me. And ever since I was a kid, that's the biggest thing I connect to is, it started out with just love. I fell in love with love songs first because that
Right.
was the
Right.
easiest emotion I was able to attach to.
Yeah.
And then as I grew older,
It's interesting.
And there were different songs I started to like, and I think different genres I couldn't appreciate as a younger person until I got older because I didn't know the meaning behind them.
Right.
Or I didn't connect with them like
But that's that's
you
true.
really-
Like I heard him. But like I feel him on the same thing because my favorite song when I was growing up was like my favorite artist was Keisha Cole. Because that's what I like. That's what I could feel at the time. But like when you grow older, you can start getting your little ways. You start listening to
Right,
these
there's
rappers. Like
different
it's
emotions
different.
here.
But like
Yeah.
I would say like the thing for me is like I was put on to a lot of different music young. So like we was put on to like Green Day. We was put on to like
Yeah.
System of a Down and just different genres because like our family didn't just listen to rap. I'm sorry, like that's just not what they did for us. So like when I listen to different songs, I try to I try to feel it before.
At any point, actually, speaking of which, was there ever a genre of music you hated just because, like maybe that's like your family or something? Like, oh, don't listen to that music because that's just not the music we listen to for no
No.
reason at all.
No,
I would
would
some
say
point
no.
I was that way, and I feel like people get ignorant that way. Like, I was even that way about. I was that way about rap music, but then
Right.
even country. I was like, man,
I
don't
feel-
like country music. But then I was like, I'm not even giving it a chance.
Right. I used to be like that about country music. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You put a giant umbrella over it, and you're like, I just hate that. But then you don't realize that country means a lot of different things.
Right.
Rap means a lot of different
Different
things.
things.
And they're
Alternative means a lot of
They're
different things.
all kind of like combining different
Together.
genres
yeah,
as well.
together.
Interesting, very interesting to think of. Music's subjective. That's the biggest thing. We all like it in different ways. We all have different. It's one of the most subjective things on this planet. I mean, art in any form is really subjective, and so that's what's cool is that you honestly can't tell somebody something's bad because someone's always gonna find a way to be able to say it's good in their own eyes.
I was kind of gonna ask y'all another question, honestly. What do y'all think makes better for a quality song? Is it a polished feel, or is it sometimes that raw energy, knowing that maybe it might not be a one take Jake song, but it's very raw, and like, what do y'all think matters more, or does it depend on the song? If that makes sense.
I feel like it depends on the song, cause like some of my songs when they're not polished, I think they're done. And when they're polished, I'm like, bro, we gotta go back and fix that. Like, it really depends. I would say a polished song is better for like to like release, in a sense, like having that song finished, having everything sound the same. You know, I feel like that's better. But a raw feel song, I still do it. Like it really depends. Honestly, it depends on what I'm feeling at the time.
Do y'all have any examples of like grungy or raw songs that still like evoke that emotion for you?
Yeah.
First thing that came to my mind, actually, and I was surprised when I listened to it years after I listened to it the first time. But not to be generic, XXXTentacion, his music is very raw.
To the
very
last
raw.
couple days,
Yeah.
man.
When I listened to it in high school, I thought it hit me emotionally. I didn't even realize how raw it was. And then when I listened to it 2 or 3 years ago, I was like,
Right.
man, this is not mixed well. It's very,
Yeah.
it's very loud on the beat. His vocals, like, there's a lot of inconsistencies I didn't notice the first time, but I still appreciated it because more so than anything, I think if the song is just good, you don't even pay attention to any of that
Right.
beforehand.
Right.
Something about it will catch you before you're even able to pay attention to all of that, especially as a listener. And also, I mean, maybe I only hear those things now because I've gotten so much into making music. I never would have noticed that before as just a casual listener. But now I notice it a lot more because I'm so heavily focused on the production side and behind the scenes side. But I don't know. Raw doesn't mean it's not good. Raw
Right, as
can
good.
evoke just as much emotion as 100 different layers.
Right.
I think. It really
That's
just
true.
it really just depends on how you feel. It really depends on where you're at.
And the sound you want.
And yeah, the sound you're looking for and what kind of artist you are, because you can't be. Well, I mean, that's a bad example. I was like, anybody with a good natural voice can do things raw, but if you don't have a good natural voice, don't try to do anything raw. Yeet's not
True.
going to sound good raw.
No, I know.
Some of these heavy auto-tune people, Lil Uzi doesn't sound good raw.
Right.
I'm
But
not,
if you
I'm
can't
honest,
sing
I'm one of
naturally, if
them.
you can't sound good without any of
I'm
that,
one
I
of
wouldn't
them.
try things raw. But I mean, even besides rap music, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Let's
You
keep
need auto tune for rap, bro. You need auto tune for rap. Hey, we can cut this.
Yeah. Well, besides that, let's see.
Let's
Big
bring-
B, in your eyes, what ruins the song instantly?
If it doesn't have a good hook, I would say sometimes like when I'm listening to songs and they don't have a good hook
Right.
and they don't really have like a path of the way the song's
Right.
supposed to go.
Like you feel like there's like a
Like,
journey on the song.
Yeah,
if it's just
if
going
it's not
in any
there,
direction.
like I'm just like I'm not listening to it. I'm sorry, like,
Right.
but I would say like the reason I say a hook makes a song is because like a hook, it damn near sets you up for a verse. If you know,
Yeah.
like, if you get what I'm saying.
It's usually the catchiest part of the song too, and that's like, for me,
It's
that it
the
grabs me.
attention grabber.
I like the attention grabber. I love melodies and hooks. That's immediately what'll grab me. But and so a bad melody or a bad hook, I'm like, yeah, never mind. I can get disinterested very fast.
I feel that. I think like also a hook can be like a reference point to bring you back in the song. Like I like a lot of songs that have the hook come back and like bring you, kind of like ground you back to set up for something new.
Yeah, that's a good way to think.
You know
about
what I
it.
mean? That's how I look at it when I like structure like verses and songs.
I think what ruins a song instantly, honestly, is just you have to grab someone's attention in the first 20 seconds, and if you can't in some form or fashion,
So,
unfortunately, our attention spans are too small nowadays. We're
I
not
think
going to listen
that's
to it.
true.
And so I know for a fact I've skipped over songs that are probably really good
Right.
just because I
It
got
didn't
bored.
hit
I
it.
got bored.
And there's some songs where I'm accidentally listening to, and I'm like, yeah, this is boring. I'm still listening to it. And then out of nowhere, I'm like, wait, is this the same song? And it just got good out of nowhere.
Right.
But I think in this day and age now, if you're not making your song good right off the bat, or if you don't have that part at least being marketed right as well, either the catchy part,
Yeah.
people aren't going to care.
They're not gonna listen to it.
I have another question for both of y'all. So, if you could think of like one song recently that just stuck in your head, either after the first listen or those first 10, 15 seconds, like we were talking about, what's a song to y'all that has done that recently? I'll give you one, like, I don't even know why. It's called Dead to Me by A Boogie with a Hoodie. It's very good. I don't know why. I don't even feel those emotions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his music is usually like more somber, saddish.
Yeah.
I don't even feel those emotions, but it grabbed me so much that I immediately downloaded it, favorited it on my phone, you know?
Yeah.
What are some songs that like have done that for y'all recently? If y'all had to pick one.
Surprisingly, there's a song called Ghost by Oliver Malcolm that I found like 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay.
And I was just listening to my Apple Discovery Channel. 9 times out of 10, that Discovery Channel sucks. I don't know what's up with Apple's algorithm.
Come on, Apple.
But Ghost by Oliver Malcolm. It was just it was a kind of like summery vibe song, but then immediately he just jumps into the hook, and it's a very simple song of like, you see your ghost, you know what you chose. And the rhyme scheme is simple, but the way he sings it, it's very melodic and it's kind of uplifting. Just go check it out. It's been stuck in my head, but immediately being able to jump into, I like happy feelings, and so a lot of that will immediately attract me to a song, is if it can make me feel good. If it can, a lot of the times I find
Bring
songs
you
like
up a little
that
bit.
bring me up, especially in the morning. I love finding good new music in the morning, and finding a song that I like to listen to in
Set
the
you
morning. If
right
I like
for
to
the
listen
day.
to a song in the morning, then that means it's a good song.
You know,
Because,
okay.
yeah,
I've never thought about
that's
that.
true.
I like that. Okay.
It's hard for me. I listen to I would say underground music. So like, I don't know, different. I might have.
What's underground? What are we talking? What? Give
Like-
us some artists. You might put somebody on right now. I know they listening.
Like
Actually,
Nine
gatekeep
Vicious,
it. Nah, tell 'em.
like Autumn Summers.
you look like Summers.
Shit, I would even Lil Tecca.
That's not-
He's
That's
mainstream.
mainstream. Very
But
mainstream.
I would say
money.
I would say just the song "Rosary" by Don Toliver and Travis Scott.
I think since you put me onto that song, I don't know what it does to me.
I don't know. It's just like the start of it is just
It
like
feels good. Like, I don't know if it's like the melody or how he's like singing on it. It just,
it's
some
different.
people got it.
Yeah,
like, they
it's
can
different.
bring you some emotion up out of you. Like, he's definitely got that.
I just think them two together on the track it just works. It's
Right.
like peanut butter and jelly. It goes together.
We were talking about this earlier. I think it's just another great question to bring up. I mean, I think that's why we're talking about the ingredients of a quality song. Are there quality songs being made right now? Are we making better quality songs than we were making 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Or are the songs going lower in quality? What do you think? Because I know we were talking about it earlier. I know you got a hot
Us
take
as
on
a
it.
us as
Oh,
a
yeah.
collective or
No,
in real like
the industry, music
Oh.
out in America right now, I
Listen.
guess. The quality of music coming out right now.
a lot of people gonna hate this take.
Hot Take Central.
A lot
Get
of
ready.
this is a hot take. Music sucks now, and I'm only saying that.
Clip it.
Listen, I'm only saying that because we've come to a point where there's a lot of music coming out and there's no quality music coming out.
Everyone's just imitating each other, I think.
True, everybody's trying to be a thug.
I mean, I wouldn't even put
I
it
wouldn't
at
even
that.
say it
I
like
just
that.
think in every style of music,
Everybody has-
originality is decreasing.
I
True.
feel that. Not everything's as unique.
Not everybody's
as it
trying to
used
be a thug. I'm sorry.
And there are people that like try and like replicate others, but still in the same sense. I still think there's like some people that are like authentically themselves. Like for example, like
That's true.
Like think about like Ian, right? Ian or like Jack Harlow, like they're still doing their own thing, and people might not like that they're, white rapper, they're going hard because they're getting money, you know what I'm saying? But they're not worried about it. They're still gonna do their music. Like
That's
Jack
true.
Harlow putting out his album is a whole different vibe than what
vibe,
he's been putting
yeah.
out. And it's incredible. And people are seeing like, he can branch out
I'd
to
be like-
other like
Yeah, but he's an artist who likes to grow. I think a big problem is that
Not
a lot of
everybody's
artists
trying to grow.
find
They
the
like to
formula or something that sticks, and they're not trying to do anything different. And then on top of that, people haven't mastered the art of stealing, which is being able to take something that inspires you and use it to make something different. Too often, people are making it sound too similar to what it is that they're
But
inspired
also
by.
respecting where you took it from too.
Paying homage type.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
true.
that's a lot of problems today. Is like now people are trying to do like these older beats, and the
I
older
like the older
guys
beats,
ain't
man.
messing with them. They not messing with their art. So
Yeah.
that's just another big deal. But like I feel like the reason music sucks today is because it's so saturated. Like everything is saturated, bro.
I think we also said earlier that the big reason we believe it sucks is because the people that we are used to seeing on top and are used to being good, you said it earlier,
Oh yeah,
suck right
they're
now.
falling right now. A
so
lot
what
of
we
the-
expect to be good sucks. So if the people we expect to be good sucks, then we don't know who else to turn to because
That's true. I
Yeah.
feel like more often, like our friend Dante was saying, it's New Music Friday.
We know
Like,
who's coming
we're
out with
looking
something.
for-
We're looking for who's coming out with something, and
I
then
think it's a supply and demand thing too. Like the demand is growing like each year. Like we're fiending for like that next like big powerful like
Sure.
guy or girl. You know what I'm saying?
oh girl, yeah,
We got Glorillaz going crazy.
got them.
yeah, I mean, and I think there's a lot of people that I would expect to be doing well right now or something, and I'm not even listening to,
Yeah.
and people are kind of just becoming real simple, but I don't know. I mean, that brings
Sometimes-
back the question of who's going to become next and
Wait.
when is that next wave of music
Wait,
going
can I
to come?
specify something? I don't mean music sucks. I mean rap sucks. I'm sorry. I mean rap
the
sucks.
rap-
I think rap sucks. The other music like country.
I don't know. There's still a lot of other music. I think pop music, people are not doing anything crazy. Country music, so a lot of people are copying each other and saying the same things. If people are just doing what everyone else is doing and it's all sounding the same, and nobody's doing some kind of production or song that really stands above the rest.
Right.
I think that's the problem is that everyone is making B-level songs. And
We
it's
still
good
got-
enough, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. No one's doing the work to make an A-level song.
That's a fair take, but on the same hand, there's still like great artists putting out
Oh, yeah.
great songs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We still got great producers out
Yeah.
here. Like the production wise, everybody's going crazy.
Facts.
There's tags out here that people don't even know. Like there's people that are going crazy out here and they're making your favorite hit and you don't even know.
That's true.
So there are people branching out to different like aspects and trying new. I also think that it might be in a decline because where we're at, everybody's trying to do new stuff. Like you said, everything's been done. Not everything's
Yeah.
been done. That's a crazy statement, but there's a lot of topics that have been talked about already.
But don't you think those engineers and producers would have a better way of doing things if they did branch out to those genres, like to those different genres instead of just doing rap?
Yeah, I think that is true. But I in the same sense, there are people like Internet Money that they kind of will branch out into other aspects of the field, if that makes sense.
I think you've got to be willing to grow and expand, or else, unless you're just going to dominate your lane.
Right.
end
Some
up, like-
people can do that, but you have
But-
to have that platform. to do
Yeah,
that.
and I mean that takes a lot. If you're not willing to change and grow a little bit and change your sound, you're eventually just going to get boring, and people are
like
going to
when
get tired of you.
When you think about it, we talk about the same three people. We talk about J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. Who else?
You talk about the same three people.
No, I
The
mean like
big
that's the
three.
conversation though.
Understood. Correct.
Let me.
I don't talk about any of them though right now. I mean, like but that's all a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
I think everyone's in different directions of what they're listening to, and that's another
That's
reason why
true.
maybe there's nobody on top is because now there's so
I
much.
think it's very diverse.
There's so much.
It's so
that you
much
can listen
diversity in
to.
music that
Yeah.
people like so many different things.
I'm listening to things right now that 5 years ago I would
Yeah.
never even listen to, bro.
That's
Like
true.
I don't. There's different genres. Like I'll listen to alternative, indie, some metal if I feel like it. Like if I'm at the gym or something. Like those are things I would never listen to before.
That's true.
Like people are branching out in their own ways to other genres.
So, is it harder to find good music now or easier to find good music?
I would say harder.
You think it's harder? What would you say, Ben? Before I answer.
I'm going to go back to like my B-level songs. Like I find songs all the time that I'm like, I like that
Pretty
song.
good.
And I'll add it to my thing,
good,
to
not
library.
great.
But to find songs that I'm like severely impressed by, I think they're few and far in between for me now. I find a lot of songs I'm like, cool, I like that. But yeah, to find really really good quality songs, I think they're more rare.
I feel that.
I just think
There's a lot of music I find now that I'm like, I'm immediately turn on a radio and
Right.
3 out of the 10 songs are good, and I'm like, cool, I'm just listening because I can listen to that again. It's
Right.
enjoyable to my ears. It's easy to just play in the background.
I get that. I don't know. I think with me branching out to other like genres and aspects, I'd feel like the quality is kind of better in a sense that like for me, how I listen to music at this point, like I'll either like shuffle my songs or make playlists for like certain moods.
Yeah.
So when I add a song, if I think it goes with this mood, I might just add it to that playlist. So it like
Yeah.
it holds the value of like where I want that song, if that makes sense.
I've been doing that. It's kind of same thing as
You
I
know
make
what
my
I mean?
playlist by moods. It's the easiest thing for me to come back to later of how I'm feeling. That's the easiest way of when I'm trying to decide what I listen to. It's almost always, how do I feel right now? The real ingredients of a quality song. There's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of thoughts. It's all subjective. That's really the big idea. We brought this conversation up kind of just to ask ourselves that thing, as once again, this is all a part of the process. And we're on our journey on making good quality songs.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We're hoping to help other people make good quality songs. And so we just like to bring up that question. Let me speak out to just the people again and the artists and anyone else listening that's trying to do exactly what we're trying to do. Focus on making something real and replayable. Don't try to overthink what is good. You know what's good. When you listen to something and you enjoy it, that's all you need. That's all the credibility you need to know that this is good. If you enjoy it in your mind and in your heart and you would like to listen to it again, who cares what anyone else says? I think at the end of the day, that's the only ingredient you need.
I like that.
That's fact.
This has been Original Minds, an Intrizio podcast. I'm Ben Low, Big B, Rocket. We've got Sonny in the background. We've got Audrey in the background.
Come on.
We've got DeMonte in the background.
Hey, Mate
Yes,
in the
sir.
cut. Yes,
So-
Lord.
We appreciate you coming out. Catch us next week, next Thursday. Original Minds. Journey into artists on the climb.
Safety.
Peace.
Spacebar.